everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're on my floor and I am so excited to be doing a hair related video with you. This is how to curl fine hair. So fine, thin, short hair can be kind of difficult to curl and to make sure that it looks halfway decent. As I'm sure anyone else knows that might have this type of hair, there's a lot of hair videos out there and you kind of watch it and you say, oh, that looks great, but my hair just isn't like that because I don't have a ton of it. So there's little tips and tricks that you kind of have to do to make it look like it has volume and make it look thicker. So that's what I'm going through with you today. And I know for a lot of my followers, this might be a little bit more of a niche sort of video. If this doesn't apply to you, then hopefully you'll stay with me and I will see you for the next video. Enough said, let's just hop right into the video. Alright, so first things first is product. My hair is wet because I just got out of the shower, but I sprayed it with the L'Oreal Vitamino color. This is a 10-in-1 professional milk. My friend actually told me about this because it was her all-time favorite product, and since I've been using it, I've absolutely loved it too. So yeah, first when I got out of the shower, I just sprayed this in my hair a couple times on both sides and sprayed the hair pretty good with that. And then I brushed it through with a tangle teaser because it's a little bit more gentle, especially on wet hair, which is much more fragile than dry hair. This product does have a heat protectant in it as well as 10 other things, so I didn't spray heat protectant after that because this one already has one in it. Next, of course, is going to be drying the hair. So I use the Dyson Airwrap, and I just like this product. Out of all the hair blow dryers that I've used, I just find that it works the best. So first thing that I recommend doing is just giving the hair a good kind of rough dry using the attachment that is the blow dry attachment. So my hair is about like 80–85% dry. And if you have this too, the settings that I use, this side, which is basically how much it's blowing, if it's like a strong, a medium, or like a light, I use the middle one. And then as far as the heat, I don't have it set on the cool, but I have it also set on the middle one. This one just has one setting and you just turn it on. Helps to give more volume into the roots if you blow dry your hair upside down. It's almost like you're working with gravity rather than against it. And then before I like to move on, my hair looks crazy, to the next stage, I like to just brush it out. I have another tangle teaser. This one is a pink one that's a bit bigger. So I like to just brush through it. Before the hair is super dry, it's actually still a little bit damp, just like at the roots here. I'm going to try to give it a little bit more volume before I kind of flatten it out with my heat tools. So I use this round brush attachment. What I'll do is just try to take little sections of the root. So disclaimer, I guess, that obviously I'm not a professional. I'm just a girl that does her hair at home, but I think all of us are just girls doing our hair at home. So these are just tips for us to, you know, just kind of make things a little bit easier. I just take this at the root and then I'm just going to put the brush under it and kind of brush this hair backwards. That way I get some volume at the root. Here you can see just how fine and thin my hair actually is. And I get some very, very kind of frizzy, sort of wavy pieces around my ears. Don't know why. This is literally all the hair that I have. But that would be like, my side little braid would be so tiny. Fine, 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 baby fine hair. So now let's talk about curling iron sizes. For shorter hair, especially that is thin and fine, you want to use a 1 inch or smaller, maybe a 1 1/4 inch, but definitely not 1 1/2, 2 inches. This is way too big. On hair like this, won't curl it at all. Maybe it'll get a bit volume, but it's essentially the same thing as straightening it. Definitely recommend getting a 1 inch. This one actually has a clamp, but we're not going to really be using the clamp today. When I was a teenager, I started to actually curl hair on this curling iron without the clamp before they made like clampless curling irons. Before we actually curl the hair, I want to talk about hair extensions. So I do use hair extensions when I'm wearing my hair down. I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't wear my hair down without them. My hair has actually gotten thinner and finer since I've gotten older, especially in the front. So if I kind of show you here, it's like I basically have like no hair from the ear forward, versus most people have a lot more. See here, you can see that it's basically nothing. A lot of people have a lot more hair in the front and weight in the front, and I just unfortunately don't have that. So I do use hair extensions. I'm gonna put these 2 ones in. These are clip-in. I got them from the hair shop, so if you're here in New York, definitely recommend them. They were great. If not, there's so many places online to buy hair extensions. I like to put them in the hair before styling it with the curling iron, because that way you can blend the hair with your actual hair. And then I will take one of these combs with the long end, and I will just go along the top of the hair extension and just pull the hair out of the way. Just clip it. You're going to want to, before you apply extensions, tease the hair just at the base so that the clip has something to hold on to. A good pro tip is that if you have one of those mirrors where you can it's like a trifold where you can pull them back in your bathroom and you can more easily see the back of your hair. I found that for applying hair extensions, that is such a game changer. My bathroom here in my new apartment has that, and I have been using it so much. And then once the clip is in, you want to also tease the hair on top of it so that it doesn't just lay flat on the hair extension, but it actually kind of covers it. Suddenly, I have more hair. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Yay, hair! I love when I have my hair extensions in. So the curling iron has been heating up. I'm going to start by curling some of the front pieces. Because I don't have a ton of hair, I actually don't section out the hair because I find that it's really just not that necessary. It takes extra time and it ends up looking more natural, just kind of going with the flow. For this first piece here and for the pieces close to the face, you want to curl them away from your face. So I turn the curling iron upside down. I'm not using the clamp. I have the hair in front of it, and I curl it backwards away from the face. And then I leave out the last inch or so of hair. This is something my hairdresser Jasmine told me to do. It actually gives a much better look. So for these front pieces, I leave it for about maybe 7 to 10 seconds or so. And then I release it. And then you can see it's just a beautiful little curl. And I'm just going to continue curling the hair in the front. And then a little tip for those pieces I have in the front that are a little bit frizzy. You can, of course, turn on your straightener and just get them. Or if you don't want to do that and just deal with one, you can actually just take your curling iron and kind of just go over them like that. And then they become less frizzy. I've gotten towards the back of my head now, and I like to switch it up a bit, so I'm actually going to curl towards my face, and I am going to use the clamp because I like my curls to be kind of all different sizes and textures, because that's how hair kind of naturally would be. Also a very beautiful curl. Awesome. So now I have my entire left side of my head curled. I'm going to do the same exact thing on the right side. So now that both sides are curled, I would recommend checking the back of your head for if you missed any pieces. So I'm actually going to run into the bathroom now and just see if there's any pieces that I missed. I actually somehow got all the pieces in the back. Once it's all been curled, you do want to let it sit, if you can, for about 10 to 15 minutes. So in that time, I like to do my makeup or make breakfast or pick out my outfit for the day. Next thing is running through the curls. So obviously we look like Shirley Temple right now. So you can do this with a brush, but I find it's a little bit more gentle if you do it with your fingers. Just kind of put your fingers open like this, go in the hair, and just very lightly kind of brush through them. A lot of people would flip their hair upside down, but with hair extensions, you can't do that. So you need to just kind of, lightly finger comb through your curls. Once you've done that, obviously we want a hairspray so that it can last for as long as possible. I like to use the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. I have not yet found a hairspray that I like more than this. Again, I've been using this since I was a teenager and it works. If anyone has a really good recommendation for a hairspray for fine hair, then definitely leave it in the comments. But yeah, I just kind of spray it like that. And then you're pretty much done. I like to kind of tuck my hair behind my ear, or I'll put in a little clip or a headband or tons of other hair accessories. I actually made an entire video on my whole hair accessories collection, which I'll leave linked. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If I have any other fine-haired friends out there, let me know. Sometimes it can kind of feel like everyone has hair, so I hope that this was helpful for anyone else in the same struggle. It definitely took me a long time to kind of nail down all of the tips, but if you like this video, of course, don't forget to subscribe and check out the Fashion Squirrel as well, of course, over on Instagram. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. This is like rush hour right now on a Wednesday morning. It's 8:59 a.m. so I'm just wrapping this up and I'm about to go to work for my 9-to-5 job. But yes, thank you guys again, and hopefully I'll see you next time.